Hi, and welcome back to What the Craft, Jax. I'm your host, Jax. Today I'm going to assemble a card from the Simon Says Stamp Monthly Card Kit. This month's kit is for March. Check out my latest creation. Started off with a blank size piece of paper. It's 4 by 5 1/4. I really wanted to use Nouveau embellishment mousse because I really thought that the aquamarine was especially pretty. So I took the applicator that they provided in the kit and I smushed it all over that blank piece of paper and used that applicator to scrunch it all around and kind of get some kind of texture. Now keep in mind, this mousse dries very quickly when it's very thinly put on there, so I just gooped it on there because it really needed to be able to swirl around and have some kind of texture. The mousse feels a little bit like it's a really good comparison to butter, like a whipped butter. It's a nice texture. It's really silky and smooth, and it spreads easily once you have a lot of it. You can see here that I'm finished and I covered the entire area and it's dry, and I took out a Siskiyou Tim Holtz Alterations embossing folder. I think this one is called the Sparkles or something, sprinkles, sparkles. I honestly don't know, and I didn't check it out, so I will post it in the link below. So be sure to check the description out below if you're interested in that embossing folder. I'll have a link for you. I'm pushing this through my Siskiyou Big Kick machine. It's exactly like the Big Shot, except I purchased it from Michael's, and so it's called the Big Kick. So you can see the finished product here. I love this. It might even be called Snowfall. I'm not even sure. But I took the slate gray card. I folded that in half. Now I'm taking the Nouveau Embellishment Mousse Pure Platinum, and I'm just using my finger on this one. I'm just getting a little bit on my finger and I'm lightly dabbing it on the raised surface of that embossed paper. So I'm trying to get all that stuff off my finger because it does kind of stain your finger a little bit. You can just wash it off with water though. It's not a big deal. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I decide to take out my magnet cards that I got from Stamp and Storage. Thank you. I love them. They're in Hutchinson, Minnesota, and they're amazing. They have magnet sheets that are on chipboard already, so it holds the cards really, really sturdy and holds all your dies. You don't have to worry about it. So I take out my die, and I'll have that listed below too. I'm not exactly sure the name of that one. I think it's by Momenta. So I take my embossed paper and now I'm trying to figure out what the heck am I gonna do with this card. I got my silver glitter paper, I got my black glitter paper, I've got an aquamarine teal kind of metallic-y shiny paper, and I'm trying to figure out what will be the most elegant without being over the top. Of course I want it to be shiny and amazing. I need it to be somewhat elegant. So I decide that I'm going to use the silver glitter paper and I'm going to cut a strip of that off. And right now you can't see it on the screen, but I've got my paper trimmer out and I'm trimming out a section of that glitter paper. I'm going to use the shine die, Thinlit. I think that's a Thinlit. I'm going to use the shine die on the black glitter paper so it stands out more. And it didn't fit on that scrap piece of paper that I had, so I took another scrap piece of paper and I cut that, and I'm going to die cut that out of the black glitter paper. So I got my big kick out again. I've got my shine, and I put the dye on the paper face down on the side that I want it to show upright, because that way it will curve the paper down when it goes to die cut it. So keep that in mind when you're die cutting and you only have a one-sided paper. It's like an earthquake, I swear. Got this going through the die cutter, and it comes out and it's stuck in that little die. Oh, isn't that cute? I save those and I use those on other things. I put my big kick away and I take out my, well, it's a clay tool, but I use it to take my papers out of my dies. But yeah, there's definitely a tool that I'll link to below that you guys can totally purchase if you need something like that. See how I'm putting the dye back on the magnetic sheet? I just love those. Just keeps it all tidy and you don't have to worry about losing them. And of course, I don't throw anything away when it comes to die cutting. I put every stinking little piece back in a bag, and I put that bag in the storage box where I house all my dies. That way, if I ever go back to that die and I don't want to necessarily cut something out, I can go ahead and grab that bag and it's full of all the little pieces that I need. This way I can use all the negative space that is created by cutting out the dies. Believe it or not, this is from the Simon Says Stamp card kit. I had such a hard time with my first card, which you'll be able to see here in a minute. I'll post a link to it, that I needed a break and I created something just super simple. So what I did here is I took the embossed paper and I taped that and I put that on the back of the card, on the slate gray card. And now I'm taking the glitter paper, the band on the front, I'm taking the glitter paper and I'm putting foam tape behind it so that it adds a little bit of dimension, you know, so it's not boring. And I'm just eyeballing it. I don't measure stuff. And I'm taking my shine and I decide I want to put it on the band right there. And believe it or not, I don't know if you know this, but me and my brush, well, we kind of broke up, and the precision tip applicator bottle is in my life now. And can I just say, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing week or so here with the applicator. We get along all the time. There's no fighting. There's no like spewing their guts outside of the lines. I love what we have together. It's so special and it's just so neat. I've just never had anything so neat in my life. You can see from the video that it was effortless. Seriously. And every relationship should be that way. So I'm taking the Shine die cut piece and I'm using my light up tweezers. Yes, I love them. They're by Imagines. It helps me pick up the black piece of glitter paper that's on my black mat. So I love that. And I'm using my fine tip applicator and I'm applying that little bit of gel matte medium to the card and adding my dot. And here we go, folks. Shine! Shine bright, my friends. You're amazing. All product links are listed below. Thanks for joining me today. If you like what you see here today, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and ring my bell, folks, if you want to have an email in your email box notifying you when my next video is uploaded. Until next time, love you guts. Bye!